So, hello everybody. So this session is about documentation. No, just kidding. Sorry. Um, um, as you might remember, I'm coming from a Foxpro background, and one of the commands I'm missing in Servoy is assert. Who's familiar with assert? Okay. The other ones do not know about it. So it is a keyword or a command in Foxpro, Java, C#, and might be in other languages as well. So I implemented my assert for Java or for Servoy. On this side, on the left side, you can see some code which is handling the click event of the table on the right side. I'm pretty sure all of you have written something similar, or at least the NG guys have written something like this. So you get in the found set, column index, record, and then you have just an if block which says, oh, if it's a customer ID, I want to do this, and otherwise I want to do something else. Most probably all of you have done something for ngGrid. So I'm a lazy programmer, and I'm trying to write safe code, defensive coding. So the else of this one always has some code in for me. If I miss one column, I just added another column which should be added to or something like that, and I don't handle it, I want to see it. I want to get a warning, hey, something is missing there. Typically, you would put something like this in there, or a log warning or whatever. I put in an assert. Assert, in this case, false, and the text. Another thing here is on the top. Many languages have something where you can make sure that you pass in the parameters in a way that you can check the parameters. So you can do that with an if, whatever, and say, okay, here's something coming in which I'm not expecting. That's one side of the coin. The other side is, how do you make sure that your parameters are what you're expecting? In Java, you have no way to check this. There are some languages where you can make sure that the parameters are checked when they come in, and you get an exception. Hey, that's not what I'm expecting. You can do that pretty easily with an assert. Here you have a column index. If this column index is less 3, something is wrong. So let's see this in practice. If I click on the first column, everything is fine. Okay, the first if runs. I'm pretty sure the Fox guys now know what might happen. If I press on the second column, I get an assert failed dialog. So I'm now able to either continue, disable this assert. I don't want to see this dialog, or disable all its asserts. Here is my assert error. It's going to the log as well. Okay? This message only pops up if I'm in developer. So I'm developing, and I find it pretty nice to have a warning and see, hey, something is going wrong. Something is not as I'm expecting it. And if you have the possibility to use this message here and search in your code, where is that coming from? In this case, I know where it is. Put a breakpoint here, say continue, and then you are in your code at that point. So it's an easy debugging feature, which makes it much easier to just find errors in your code. Okay? Let's continue. So we had this arrow which says, okay, we have an unhandled on-click. Let's try to click on column number 4. 3. That's the other assert. That's this one here, firing up. So I'm sending in a parameter which is out of the range I am expecting. Easy peasy. So how complicated might the code be? Not complicated. It's just a single scope, a single method, and it's looking like this. Now that's your assert. That's code everyone could understand or can understand. You can use it. Throw in this single scope file into your application, and you will be happy. This one saved my life because on a production system, we saw that we did not handle a data change on the grid where we changed the edit flag of the other column. And in the else, we had this assert, and this just wrote to our log, oh, there's a lot of problems in there. We did not handle that correctly. So that's all.